Welcome everybody back to the channel, the Real Rant Reviewer with you. Yes, your best friend here with you again for a Real Rant review on No Country for Old Men. Yes, an awesome rant review this will be. Anton Chigurh here. Yes. Um, so Anton here, he's got a mission. Nah, spoilers ahead, guys. I give freeze down my thoughts on the movie, then I go ahead and go through the plot and wrap this awesome rant up. So, excuse me. Yes, No Country for Old Men, award-winning Academy Award-winning movie. I believe Mr. Bardum here won Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, what have you, and you got Josh Brolin in the movie, and so they carry the movie, these two guys, and you got Tommy Lee Jones, but to me, a negative in this movie is Tommy Lee Jones. If you get someone else to play this role, or you put this role a little bit more to the side, or do a little more with the role, either which way, the Tommy Lee thing doesn't work, and Tommy Lee Jones, what he's trying to say about these dreams he's having and shit like this and that, it just don't interest me because it's hard. It's easy to understand, but it's not. They want you to be deeper than it is. The whole movie's focus is that like you can't stop what's coming and you can't see what's coming. So that's the whole thing. Whatever the fuck that is. So basically, Tommy Lee Jones, I don't know how he doesn't affect this movie in any. He doesn't like even the characters. Like he doesn't save anyone or hurt anyone or intervene in any way. It's just like he tries to, but doesn't because he's so fucking just fed up with the world. So he sits there drinking coffee and riding horses. So horrible fucking character and casting. The movie would have exploded and be more memorable, but it's already more memorable because of this man right here, Mr. Badum here doing his thing, Javier. Awesome portrayal as a killer, as a fucking hitman, crazed killer. And the scene here as well, one of the friendo scenes. Flip the coin for your life. Very good. You don't want to get into people like that. You don't want to talk to them, ask questions, because they might ask the wrong one, obviously. You don't want to intervene in someone's life or intersect yourself into their life, because that's bad news. Just mind your own business. And these people in the movie don't do that. Brolin either. He doesn't mind his own business, and that's what happens. He intersects himself into something that he shouldn't, a situation which runs him into Anton here, and the cat and mouse game ensues in a very brutal way, and very cinematography, Coen Brothers, beautiful, just amazing, amazing things to look at. Is the movie slow paced, guys? Yes, it's slow paced. It has a story to tell. It has to build the tension. It has to build the characters. It has to give you some kind of time with things. But I thought they could have done a little better with pacing, as far as scenes with Mr. Anton here. I know he's a killer. I know he's methodical. We know he's that type of person, a man of few words and just very. But I don't know, a couple of things in Brolin there. They could have given him a little more to do, but uh, and the ending of the movie, I think it could have been 100 times better. But let's be honest. But everything is okay when it comes to the beginning, the middle, fine. But be honest, guys, about the ending. All right, about towards the end of the movie, they fall apart. I don't know where the Coen brothers were writing this, and they were just like, well, fuck it, because we already did such a good movie so far for the first hour and 30 minutes, or whatever. Let's just fuck it off the rest of the 15, 20. You know, shit, this like here, this final scene. It's like, really? There's a final scene, something like this, and meeting some guy in a wheelchair that's telling some old ass fart story we don't give a fuck about when there's killer out there still? Man. Anyways, but No Country for Old Men did impress me in many, many ways, and we'll go through the plot and probably discuss those points. But it is an awesome rant because I enjoyed the movie and I watch it again and again because of Mr. Anton Chigurh there. The way he is as a killer and a character, he's very entertaining. Like I said, when he comes into the gas station and this gas station guy asks him the wrong question, he flips a coin for his life. It's one of the most entertaining scenes in the film, if not the. And then you got Brolin you're rooting for because you want Brolin to escape with this money that he found because he's in hard times, but he doesn't. So that's what really fucked me up too. Is like he doesn't get saved by Tommy Lee. Nothing happens. He just dies in a shitty way, and they don't even show how he dies. And he dies not even by the hands of Anton, who was chasing him down this whole time, guys. So there's no climactic together. See, I don't know if this is going to be an awesome rant or a fucking massive rant on this movie. I don't know what it sounds like to you guys. I'm just going to put rant review. Rant review. I'm really going to do that and let you guys decide if this movie's awesome or not. So anyways, but I do watch it, and I watch it when it comes on. But it's got its low points, but it has its high points in this man right here, and that's it. And Woody Harrelson's in this, is by the way, he just good at shitting his pants and pissing it when he's about to get killed. So they could have done a better job about explaining things and all the things I discussed. But other than that, what they did do well is fear. You fear this person, this man, and you're scared of him, just like Brolin is. Yeah, you don't know what you got yourself into watching the movie and what's going to happen. So it's very good at keeping you guessing in a way. So let's get on to the plot. So basically, you start out with Mr. Brolin. He's hunting in the desert. He comes across a bad drug deal gone wrong. A lot of bodies, a lot of death, and he finds a lot of money, about $2 million in a suitcase. He takes it home to his wife. He hides it, but he knows he can't hide for long. But there was a guy that was dying when he met him in this death site here when he got the money, and he was dying, and he asked for agua, which is water, Spanish for water, and Mr. Brolin didn't give him any water. He didn't have any on him. But that night, it bothers Mr. Brolin so badly, his conscience. You can see what type of character Mr. Person Brolin is. He takes the gallon back. His wife is asking, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "I got to do something." That's cool. It's a good scene because it's good dialogue. He's just like, "Listen, don't worry. I got to do what I got to do." And so he goes out with the gallon, but the guy's already dead when he shows up. Guess who shows up? The people, some more backup looking for that cash. Look what happened. What happened to Peeps? And Mr. Brolin is running because they're shooting at him. They got his truck too, so they're shooting at him. Mr. Brolin hightails it the fuck out of there. He's able to escape. He goes back home. He tells his wife, "You got to get the fuck out of here." So they hightail shit out. Mr. Brolin puts her on a bus. He takes the money and he's on the run. But when Mr. Brolin is doing this, there we go. We have Mr. Anton, and he's called in. He's called in and told about the money that's missing, drug deal gone bad. He's called in to retrieve the money by any means necessary. Then you follow him back and forth between him and Mr. Brolin, and of course, you're very interesting with Mr. Anton Chigurh here, the man to get the money. Real fucking awesome scenes, like I discussed. The gas station scene, a couple other scenes. You see his behavior, you see his attitude, you see how he is. Anyways, you see how Mr. Brolin's trying to outwit people. He finds a tracker in the money. He ditches it. There's a lot of shit like that. So Anton catches up with him due to the tracker at the hotel he's staying at. There's a couple of fight. It ensues. It's a cool scene. You don't really know what's happening too well. I don't like that it's dark. Could have been a lot lighter for us to see what's happening. Bad cinematography in that scene in the street. But other than that, Mr. Brolin's able to get away and hurt Mr. Anton for the first time. He's hurt. So he goes and heals himself up, which is really cool effects. It's really gives me the chills when he shows himself up, Mr. Anton. And then after that, Brolin's away. So now here's where the movie loses me a little, and it turns to dirt. Tommy Lee Jones, as you can hear, I didn't even discuss him because he's going around talking about how the world is so violent now, it's out of his hands and he can't handle it. But as you're a cop, you vowed to handle violence no matter what. And the violence is the same as back in the day than it is now. It's just more prevalent, or it's more a little bit different. But you made a vow to stop violence no matter how violent it is. So you can't sit there and be discouraged. And that's what he is the whole movie, Tommy Lee Jones, discouraged and fucking shit pitiful. So it's like, I think I'm going to rant review this fucking movie. I love Anton, though, so it's hard. Anyway, so that's it. Tommy Lee Jones is late in saving Mr. Brolin because Mr. Brolin's killed by some cartel dealers, and they take the money back, and they kill him off screen, and Mr. Brolin's just dead, and Tommy Lee walks up on him. And then Mr. Anton here is basically still looking for the money, and he never finds it, that I know of. And that's it. He doesn't find the money. And in the end, he goes and kills Mr. Brolin's wife because he made a promise. And I mean, they don't show you the flip coin, but they show you dusting off his feet out the house, meaning he to check and make sure he didn't get blood on it. So he killed her. And then he gets in a car crash, showing that anything, you can't stop what's coming. Even the badass you are, you still get fucked. He broke his arm, just like Brolin, whatever. He just broke his arm. He asks a kid for a shirt, and he walks away. Movie over. Not movie over, because Tommy Lee Jones talks a whole bunch of smack shit about life. It was some guy you've never seen before that got his arm cut off. You've seen him in a movie or two. Okay, guys, this might be a fucking rant. This might be an actual fucking rant. I think I'm labeling it a rant. So, No Country for Old Men. I would just suggest seeing it, though, at least one time, guys. It's a very effective movie, but it's not too profound. But one time watch, please. All right, thanks for listening to this shit. Peace.